Yo, my name is Dat Boy. I'm not new to YouTube, right? But I don't usually use YouTube much. There's stuff on my channel. If you want to go check that out, you could go check it out now. But I thought it would be a good idea if I reintroduce myself by showing you guys my art. So if you're interested, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. If you're interested in the YouTube channel, turn on notifications, and stuff like that, let's get into it. Alright. Honestly, I'm not used to this type of stuff like this, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna just show y'all my stuff and describe it, talking stuff. Alright, this was a long time ago right here. If y'all can't see it, hold on. Maybe I need to pull the camera up a little bit more. Okay, this was made like a long time ago, before I was really on TikTok and Instagram. Also, by the way, now if you really want to get like super consistent posts, like if you're interested in my stuff, by the way, and you want to get like really consistent posts, I would check my TikTok, because I do post art up there 90% of the time. It's like my main platform. Although even up there, I'm not everyone knows me. I just want to make that really clear. I'm still up and coming, and hopefully I can get up there. But this right here, this is Gojo doing the Yamcha pose. This is like a long time ago when I was watching DBZ, and I was watching JJK at the same time, and I was like, yo, what about if I do this but with Gojo? Because Sukuna slices him in half, bro, and I thought it was a cool idea. I had posted this on my Instagram. This is way before I had really considered TikTok, like posting on TikTok. I was posting on Instagram, and that's where all my friends was. So yeah. But after this, we have this drawing. This is a drawing of my OC. I had plans on making a series specifically for this OC of mine. The thing is though, and I've actually attempted making the comic for it and stuff, but it never came to fruition. And honestly, I feel like the main reason of that is because I really never took the time, to make the script and stuff like that. Simple things at the time. I didn't really plan anything out, and that's why it didn't work. So I ended up abandoning that series. Now I wouldn't say I didn't completely abandon it. I do plan on actually making this a series, but I'm currently working on another series, which when that drawing comes up, I'll tell y'all all about that. But let's go up. The same thing. Honestly, I don't remember which one I made before. I was rather this one or this one. I don't know which one I made before. The first one that I made. It doesn't really matter. And honestly, I really like this. Now, this is a panel from Dragon Ball Z. It's where Goku shoots his Kamehameha. He has the heart virus, right? He shoots his Kamehameha at the guy, and he just straight up absorbs it. And I really wanted to recreate that. And, I did it. It came out pretty good, honestly, bro. I really like this drawing. Honestly, and the thing is, I keep forgetting I have this drawing. Honestly, it's really good, but I didn't use any. The lines do look really weird. If you look at the image, the original image, the lines are straight. This one isn't all that straight, and it's because I didn't use any rulers or anything. But yeah, it came out pretty good, and I really like this. Pretty decent drawing by me. And this is, oh my god, bro. Because some of these drawings are from a long time ago. Hold on, let me move my thing a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, I think I fixed the camera. Maybe not. Okay, this was that one panel where they're doing the domain expansion. Gojo was Sukuna now. The thing about this drawing, bro, is when I was doing it, I was really confident that I would get Sukuna right and I would get Gojo wrong. Because the way I did it is I made Gojo look like that on purpose. It wasn't I couldn't copy the JJK style, which I can't, but if I really would have tried, I could have did way better. But I was trying to make, I was sit up here perfecting Gojo, right? I was scared that I was gonna mess up Gojo's eyes, and Gojo came out perfect, but I was overconfident about Sukuna. Look how he turned out, bro. He looks like Groot. overall, I do think it's a good drawing. It is a pretty funny looking drawing, you know. Let's see what we have after that. Okay, now this looks a little weird, right? But I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all gonna see this, and then I'm gonna turn it because I don't think it's on the same page. I'm gonna turn the page, and I'm gonna tell you, and you all see like the final result, like the actual drawing. This is for specifically a TikTok. If you've seen the TikTok, you know. Okay, I gotta talk about this drawing too. Okay, this was a future Gohan drawing that I did a little while back. Honestly, this is when I was trying to like figure out the DBZ art style. Now, this isn't like me like completely fully understanding it yet. I was still getting a grasp on it, and this was I might as well tell you this is my first few times actually using like ink, like a pen to actually ink my drawings. I think now if my memory's correct. Honestly, this is a really good drawing. Now looking back at it, I don't really like it as much, but hey, the cross hatching does still pretty much look good. It looks good, but it looks weird, and you know it looks all scratchy. You know, it doesn't have a form yet. You know, but like you see the potential in this drawing, and you know, like honestly, I still like it to this day. Like I said I didn't like it, but honestly, I just get a certain feeling when I look at this drawing. All right, what do we got next? Oh shoot. Okay. This right here. I'm gonna scoot it. Okay, this right here. You might be like, "Who the heck is this?" Okay. Again, another OC for another series that I actually got pretty far with. Like I didn't make a script, but I kind of made a little script to get me going with it. I did never finish the comic, or like I didn't even finish like the first chapter, but I do use it in my portfolio a lot. So that's something for, you know, it's pretty good. This drawing in particular I love this drawing, man. Just it's simplistic, but it's just so amazing, bro. It just looks so good, honestly. It's simplistic. What I originally was gonna do here was, because this was when I was making the concepts of this like thing. I didn't start making the comic till way later, but I was gonna show like him growing up. But I was like, actually, I think it's not behind this one, but I think there's like another like piece of paper. I don't know if it's in this book specifically of like the teenage version of this character, but I don't know if I don't think I put it in this one. It's rather, I think it's somewhere else. Honestly, I might have threw it out, unfortunately, because I never like inked it or anything. Because I didn't like where it was going, so I just stopped drawing it. And honestly, it didn't look as good. But let's turn the page. Okay, I gotta explain this. This is an unfinished drawing. I think there's gonna be a ton of unfinished drawings. Actually, you know, the weird thing is, I wish. I'm not gonna spoil it because I want y'all to like. This is like one of my top 3 drawings. But this was a canceled drawing, mostly because like this specific thing, I couldn't get it right, and it was like messing with Vegeta's leg, so I just kind of gave up. Which is really, now that I think about it, it was really stupid that I gave up there. But this is a canceled Vegeta drawing. Honestly, I gotta draw Vegeta more, bro. Like, cause every time I try to like draw Vegeta, it just never comes out right, bro. Like something happens, bro. I only drew like Vegeta once. I think it's I've drew Vegeta more than once, but like an actual drawing. I've only drew him like once, like not just for practice. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier with the character, my little OC character for the little series thing. It didn't come out like I wanted it to. Y'all might be like, it's good. It wasn't good to my standards, man. Like, I wanted to look better. You know, I don't know what happened. Honestly, I look at it. It's not even that bad. At that time, bro, I just wanted to do way better. Honestly, and I guess that's the character in his teenage years. But let's go ahead, go. Okay, I gotta explain this one too. Same thing, with the little comic series. It was supposed to be the little dinosaur because he has like a little pet dinosaur or whatever. And I just never finished this because I didn't know how to draw dinosaurs at the time. You can really tell. I still don't, but like I have a better grasp on it now. Okay, it looks like we're about to get to the good stuff. Okay, y'all might be like, what the heck is this? Again, this is my little OC. I did a video with this on TikTok, and I used that as a base. I forgot what that app was called. It wasn't an app, but it was a website. Or you can make, like, you can use, like, the little vector points and stuff to make your, like, drawings come to life or something. I don't know. This is a cancel drawing. I don't really have anything much to say about this one specifically. This is Sonic EXE. I mean, you could tell, honestly, I just drew this. This, I wasn't, like, trying to get anything done when I drew this. I was just messing around, honestly. Like, I was just messing around. Drew Sonic EXE. It looks pretty good. I really like it, honestly. It's not my best, but it's definitely up there, honestly. It was just a fun drawing that I did, and it just came out so good. Alright, let's skip. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so we're getting to the good stuff. Okay, and from here, the drawings, you could see some of the drawings, by the way. Okay, some of like the new drawings, by the way. Okay, this is actually an old drawing. I should, you know what? I'm gonna start labeling like what's an old drawing and what's a more recent drawing. But this, bro, I've seen that one shot of Goku. He was giving Majin Buu the death stare, bro. And I was like, I gotta draw that, bro. And I freaking drew it, and it came out so good. And this was like, I think I drew Bardock, and then I do this. I mean, at this point, I think I was really good when it came to the DBZ stuff, right? But, like, at the time, like, as an artist in general, I was still inexperienced. But it came out so good, bro. Honestly, I freaking love this drawing. And I'm about to show y'all another drawing. Oh, my God. Oh my God. We're getting to the good stuff. I told you we're getting to the good stuff. Hold on, let me put this right here. We're getting to the good stuff, bro. Like, from here, it's only up. Well, I mean, it's gonna go down. Like, the quality's gonna go down because most of it is practice drawings or, you know, stuff. But this right here, I love this drawing. Now, let me explain. A long time ago, back in 9th grade, I had made a Beast Gohan drawing, bro. And one day I was like, I want to make a drawing just like that again. And I said, I'm going to do it with Goku. I actually made, like, stop motion animation with this one. Not stop motion. No. What's that app called? Alright Motion animation with this. But, again, I was inexperienced with Alright Motion. And I made this, like, thing super dark. It's only, like, 9 seconds. It's not even, like, really anything crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God, hold on. Bro, my battery. Okay, hold on. Okay, we fixed the battery problem and stuff. Alright, back to what I was saying about this drawing. Made the Beast Gohan drawing. I almost think I want to make a drawing like that Beast Gohan drawing again, like I did in 9th grade. I don't remember what grade I was in. It was probably 10th. But I said, let's lock in. And I made this drawing, bro. The thing is, I think this is like a whole nother drawing. Like I looked this up on Pinterest. I used a reference image, right? I don't remember what the reference image looked like. It looked similar to this. But both of Goku's eyes were like light up. Like you couldn't see Goku's eyes. I don't remember. I was like, I gotta differentiate that from mine, bro. I got Goku with the gums, or like the more realistic teeth, bro. Like, and this is like a way where my style has been completely like formed. Like I know the basics now, and my shading just looks clean. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I like just straight lines going down for shading because it looks so good. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't look good. Like, the way the contrast of it, like, the lines going down for the shading, like, you can't tell me that doesn't look good, bro. Like, oh my God. all of the stuff like down here detailed. The hair is not detailed that much though. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Goku, when Goku goes Super Saiyan 1, his hair he doesn't have a lot of details in his hair. And I took note of that. But I also didn't want to put too much shading because, you know, Super Saiyan, when their hair goes Super Saiyan, honestly, in my opinion, it probably doesn't glow in anyone else's opinion, but I think the hair glows. So if that's a source of light, there wouldn't be that much, you know, shadows because it's literally light. Like, you know, but I still put some light there, you know. Just because. But let's get on. Let's see what else we got. I actually don't know what we have now. But we're... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just showing y'all the Pika's drawing off the rip, bro. Honestly, I want to save it, though. Okay, you know what? It's whatever. I just randomly had put this in this order. Not before making this video, but a while back. Do I need to say anything, bro? Just amazing. It's just amazing, man. So amazing. Now, this isn't a recent drawing, but it is definitely like a recent. Like, if you get what I'm saying. It's not recent, but it's not too far back, right? This is the definition of peak. I was looking for a reference in Pinterest, and I found this Gogeta reference. But I lost it. This is not the original drawing. Or not, this is the original drawing. But this was not what I originally was going to draw. And I just was scrolling on Pinterest because I was like trying to find it. And I found another reference image that was exactly like this. And I was like, I got it. Like my brain, because it looked similar to the one that I was going. It actually doesn't look that similar. Now that I think back, it doesn't look that similar, but it was similar enough. And I was like, you know what? Since my brain like was kind of confused on like what I had seen, I was like, I'm gonna do the drawing. And I had locked in on this drawing. This is the best color. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a spoiler warning right now. I'm not really good when it comes to colors. Now that would be a lie, because it kind of is a lie, but there's not going to be you're not going to see a lot of amazing colored drawings, especially with marker. But this is probably one of my best, probably one of my best drawings in general. Honestly, if I'm being 100%. Alright, I'm going to let y'all see this review second. Like, I want you to analyze it, bro. Because, honestly, it's just my best drawing. This is how I feel about this drawing. And I might be dragging a little bit. You might be mad, you'll be like, keep going. And I'm just let y'all, just like 5 more seconds. Okay, y'all done seen the drawing, y'all done seen it. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Okay, this is the Beast Gohan drawing I was talking about. Actually, I'm gonna bring the other drawing that I showed earlier. This is all the way from 9th grade. Again, my style is not complete. This was just copying. But it was so good. Like, I didn't have, like, a specific way I shaded. I looked at the reference image. The only thing I changed from that reference image was the eye, I think. Because his eye, you don't see his eye in the reference image. And actually, it doesn't really look that much like the reference image in general. But, honestly, it's just an amazing drawing overall. And this, that inspired me to do this Goku drawing. And you could see this is way, way better than this. But in my opinion, at that time, it just looked so amazing. Honestly, you could really tell that I didn't know what I was really doing when it came to shading at the time. When it came to, like, inking. But we were getting somewhere. We were definitely getting somewhere. You could see the potential. Now, I'm about to show y'all the Bardock drawing. Actually, hold on. I gotta get the other paper. Actually, I don't think I want to mess with that paper because it's actually in the book. And I gotta do all that moving and stuff. And honestly, I would do it, but I'm trying to, like, hold off on the editing because I've already, like, messed up a few times already. So, you know. Alright. So, let me show you the Bardock. Honestly, this is just amazing. Now, this, my style will start to come to life. Because not everything here, well, 90% of the thing, everything is a reference from the Bardock thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in depth and what I think I did wrong, what I would do better, and just genuinely my overall opinion on this drawing. Because this is like, I think this is like one of my first just absolutely peak drawings. Alright, let me go ahead and get it good. Make sure y'all can see everything up. Hold on. I don't know if, since I can't really see the camera good because of the way the stand is holding it. But I'm guessing you guys can see it. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know if y'all can see Frieza that good. Nah, y'all can't see Frieza that good. Hold on. Okay. This is my Bardock drawing. I still don't think y'all can see it really good, but I'm guessing by that fold it's pretty good. Alright, let me explain this. Alright, so we got the middle. Bardock. This is that one scene. If y'all seen the Bardock special, it's that one scene where he's having that specific like flashback memory. Well, it's not really a flashback. It's kind of like a look into the future. And basically, he's like, he's reaching out for Goku. He's saying, Kakarot. He's calling out for his son. Now, you have on the right Goku, right? Because this is how Goku looks at Bardock. And honestly, I did this perfectly. And honestly, the thing is, I genuinely like this because of how good it looked. And my style was actually, well, the way I started shading, my style was actually kind of showing here. Because I detailed the Bardock drawing a little bit more to show the blood coming down from his head. Because that wristband is just a straight blood. And then on top of that, you know, he's pretty battle damaged, you know, at that point in time, right? But you got Bardock all bloodied. He's looking at he's reaching out Goku. Goku turns around, right? And then I'm going to explain this one right here. I don't know if y'all can see it good. I'm going to just move it so y'all can see it. Frieza, right here. This is literally frame by frame because Goku turns into Frieza, right? Now, I don't have the one where he gets blown up because that wasn't really, honestly, that wasn't really anything I really could draw. Oh, wait, hold on. I did forget to explain this scene. Now, this scene right here. Hold on. You got to move it a little bit more. This scene right here. Bardock is reaching his hand out for Goku. And technically, it's like this. He reaches his hand out for Goku. You got this big giant scene right here. And then you have Goku. And then you have, what's it called? Frieza. Now, I don't think anything else besides this is in order. It's not in order after this. It's kind of weird. This is Frieza looking out on planet Vegeta. He's just looking because he's about to destroy it. And honestly, I like how I did this. It was kind of hard because I wanted to make it look like it was the planet. And I also didn't want Bardock's hair to kind of intervene with it. Which I tried. The thing is, I tried to like separate Bardock's hair from a lot of things. But I wasn't as experienced at the time. And at some point, I just stopped caring. So some of these, it just kind of blends in with it. But, you know, it is what it is, and it's still an amazing drawing, bro. But this is Frieza looking over Planet Vegeta because he's about to destroy it. I'm going to explain the ones down at the bottom because they are also kind of, like, intertwined. Okay, at the bottom, you got Frieza. Frieza's got his little beam. Hold on. He's got his little beam right here. He's about to blow up the planet. Bardock is challenging him with this beam. And you can see, now this one, okay, no, I'm just going to tell y'all. This is when he's getting blasted, and that's Goku in the little pod. Now, this, I'm going to go ahead and critique it. This down here, honestly, I don't know if, the thing about it is, I don't know if I should have kept the pod or not had the pod. Like, the thing is, I just had the beam. I don't know. No, I think I did a good job. I just feel like there's something here that I could have done way better, right? You know, you're supposed to feel that way, bro. Like, if you think you're, I don't know, I can't say that, because that Gogeta drawing down there is perfect. Honestly, the only thing is missing is a background, though. And again, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Especially at that time, it was inexperienced with backgrounds. I'm more experienced now, but it's still kind of inexperienced with backgrounds. But, you know, I can get a good sketch of a background. Get a good rough sketch or a good layout for a background. It's not like I don't, like, understand it. It's just that I don't have any crazy drawings of backgrounds right now, as we speak, you know. I gotta work on that, though. It's something I'm working on. But, honestly, and the thing is, I just feel like I don't know if it's me, and some of you artists, I don't know if you can relate, but don't y'all think some of y'all, like, older drawings are better than your recent drawings? And I don't say that as in, like, just, I'm saying that skill-wise, and I'm also saying that, like, the way it looks, like this. Honestly, I feel like, I'm going to say this, and I'm saying this also if you're struggling with art, because right now, I'm truly struggling with art, what I want to draw, what and what not I want to draw. If you're struggling with art, honestly, just draw, man. Don't worry about if it looks good or not, because that makes it so you're always fighting with yourself. And, like, you're being competitive with your art. And the thing is, you could be competitive with your art, but it really takes a toll on you. And it can really, like, make you not just want to draw in general anymore. Honestly, I say take your time, take it slow. If you're at art block or just having an art crisis in general, bro, just take it slow or just draw just to draw. And honestly, even with that advice, even if you just draw just to draw, it's just a feeling that you can't shake off. Like, okay, yeah, you're drawing, but what's the point? You know, it's a meaningless drawing. This will not get you anywhere. But you just gotta get that out of your head, because honestly, you're gonna improve. You have improved. You just can't see it. You just gotta get that mindset out your head, and you just have to lock in. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the book back. I had to, like, break this drawing down because there was a lot going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring the book back, you know. I know you're wondering why the bar thing is still here, but I didn't want to, like, cut the video and then it's just a different drawing and I have to explain it. It's a little weird. I like giving a takeaway. Alright, next drawing. Okay, this is, like, way after the Bardock drawing, and this is when I was drawing cars. I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna tell y'all what I was doing here. Alright, so you could see, if you're a car lover, you know, this is a Maida. Now, I was trying to do that one Flights React car meme. Or not car meme, just that Flights React meme where he's looking, and he looks in front of the character, like he's looking from the side, and he looks, and I was like, oh, what about if I did that with the Maida? And this is when I won't say into cars, but I was drawing cars a lot. So, you know, I drew this, you know, and then, honestly, the right one on the right came out pretty good, but the one on the left I don't really like. And honestly, that really did take a toll on me when I did make it. And it didn't get a lot of views. Also, I do want to make something. I do want to say something that can, like, hurt your drawing, at least I think, when you're posting your videos. Especially, like, if you're posting on TikTok and Instagram and you're posting your drawing, you're just not getting a lot of views on it. It can really hurt you. I'm just saying, you can figure out how to solve that, because I don't know how to solve it. I still don't know how to solve it. But sometimes, maybe you just don't post your stuff on TikTok, because they can really mess up how you view your drawings. Because then it's like, because you're drawing, because instead of drawing so you can see your masterpiece, you're drawing so you can get views. And then when you don't get views, you don't see the drawing. You don't see a good drawing. You see a doo-doo drawing. Or you just see a drawing that has no freaking potential. Right? Even if you have the mindset of no one's just paying attention to your drawings, it can really mess you up. It could question, are your drawings really that good? Which 90% of the time they are. It's just people on those platforms, you know, they just scroll. Sometimes they don't like, you know, they don't know the algorithm. Sometimes it just doesn't like you sometimes. Alright. Let's go ahead. I was yapping on this one a lot. Okay. I think this is a Ferrari, I don't remember. Also, I didn't draw the logos on these for some reason. I didn't draw the logo on a lot of them for some reason, but I think this is a Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken. This was a reference image I did. I think this was my last car drawing before, like, I stopped. No, I think that it was my last, like, car drawing before I, like, completely stopped drawing cars was rather this Maida or this Ferrari. It might have been the Ferrari, because I think the Ferrari was the second attempt of me, like, messing with colored pencils and markers. But honestly, it came out good. I really like it. But I honestly, after this, I just stopped drawing cars, because it was just too much, right, for me at the time. Like, I had drawn a lot. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you some more cool stuff. Let me reveal. Big reveal. Okay. Let's turn this around. Honestly, I don't want to reveal the other drawings. So, oh, okay, I'm revealing it. Okay, yeah, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. This, honestly, I really like this drawing. This is Mario on Mario Kart. Oh no, I've had this ideal. I had this ideal when beforehand. I was like, dog, I gotta do something with Mario Kart. This is some random car. I don't remember what car this is. My friend recommended me. He was like, cause he seen me drawing cars. He was like, yo, draw this car. And I was like, all right. I was like, dog, I'm never gonna draw this car. And I'm like, one day I'm trying to figure out what to draw. I'm like, okay, what about if I draw Mario in the Mario Kart? He's like drifting against like an actual real car. You know, that'd be cool, right? And you know that I thought that, and I did it, man, and it looks really good. Again, I do feel like the background is really off. Like, look at the background. Like, this is the smoke, and the smoke is all the way right there. And this is the car, and the car is like right there. And that doesn't add up. Like, the perspective is off, unless you think this is like, it's like what's that, NASCAR. It's like NASCAR where the what's called thing kind of like curved, but even then it's still off. Honestly, you could see, like, I did draw a background for this, but it's nothing that crazy, you know. This was not a like reference image. Well, I did use reference images, but this wasn't like a specific drawing I seen on pictures. Like, oh yeah, I gotta draw. This was like I put some stuff and I logged in. Now you might be like, some people who play Mario Kart, you might be like, why is he having no sparks? The reason I did this is because I wouldn't say I am a fan of Mario. I can't say I'm not a fan of Mario Kart, but I'm the OG Mario Kart. But I specifically chose the OG Mario Kart because there's no like sparks, like red, blue sparks or anything in them. And like when you drift, it's just straight clouds. And I literally wanted to do that because the other car, he's literally also drifting too, doing the same drift. I was like, okay. So I picked that. I forgot what that Pacific card is called, but I did that. So, and some people in my comics were like, you should add the sparks next time. Little do they know, I didn't add the sparks for a reason. But honestly, it came out good. I did mess up when I was drawing. I did mess up Mario's hat. It does look a little weird, but I was trying to like copy like the way they shade or like color in that style. And also Mario was a little bit miscolored, but like no, I mess with that. Like I mess with the way Mario's skin is. Honestly, he looks way too pale nowadays. All right, honestly, I do like this drawing. I'm gonna just go ahead and skip ahead. All right, we got this drawing. This drawing, honestly, it's good, but it ain't nothing crazy. You know, got OC in the car and he's drifting. Now, this is tough. I like this specifically right here. My initials is just tough. You can't lie. It's just that's genuinely just tough. And you got the little background. Again, I'm not crazy when it comes to backgrounds. These backgrounds look kind of weird. Especially at the time, because I just definitely didn't know how to draw backgrounds at the time. But yeah, it was all good. This was a reference image. It's from something Pacific, though. So, alright. What else do we have? Okay, this is the Chrysler. I forgot what model, but this is definitely a Chrysler. Wait, hold on. Also, the Mario Kart one. I'm gonna bring the Mario Kart one. This blew up on TikTok. No, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened actually, because this is why I hate TikTok, right? Because you'll make a post, right, and then it won't get no views. Like the algorithm won't pick it up, so you repost it, and then next thing you know, you're shadow banned. Now, I made a post specifically for that. I have another drawing that's like an amateurish drawing, and then this drawing, right? And then I made another post. Now I didn't delete that post. I made another post showing the process of the drawing. And you might be like, well, okay, that probably got more views because you showed the process of the drawing. Actually, no, I think I showed the process of this drawing and then I reposted it and it popped off. I don't know how, I don't know why. It made me happy, but it also kind of made me mad because the thing is, I'm not getting no type of views like that no time soon. Like, when you get, like, views on TikTok like that, and you're not, like, a popular TikToker, or people don't, like views and stuff like that, yo, you're not. I think it got like 15K. I think it got more than that. Honestly, I might put it on screen if I have the time. I don't know, but you know, I'll show y'all that. I don't know if I'm gonna actually show y'all that. You know, you gotta a lot of editing I gotta do. This is gonna be like an hour-long video. Okay, let's move on. Got a little ahead of stuff. Okay, yeah, this is the Chrysler. I already showed y'all the Chrysler. This was like the first of my car videos that really blew up big. I got like 6,000 views. It's probably higher now. Honestly, pretty good drawing. I liked it. Let's skip. I don't think I showed this other one on YouTube. Hold on. I didn't want to get in any like YouTube trouble. I didn't show the other one. It's not anything too crazy, but it is a little crazy. I'm not a new. Well, I'm not an old. Well, yeah, I'm not an old YouTuber. It's not like YouTube is gonna do anything crazy, and even if they did, like, I'm a fairly new YouTuber. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna ban me? What are you gonna do? I'm not getting any money for this. But all right, so this is practice. Honestly, I was just doing practice. One night I was practicing, right, and then I drew this guy. Why? Because I was trying to like draw the eyes. This is I think this is when I was watching Bleach a lot. I was trying to draw eyes more like Bleach. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, let's honestly, yeah, I do think this is kind of funny because like, yo, I genuinely like this is like one of my best like little mini sketches, bro. Okay, now this I'm gonna actually show the image on screen. I don't know if I'm gonna actually show the image on screen, but I'm just like, you know. This is Gogeta. Now you might be like, why does he look weird? What is he hand standing on? I actually this was a collab. I just needed to fix the thing. This was a collab I did with my cousin. It's on TikTok. It got pretty good views. I liked it. It was pretty good. We both did pretty good. Let's see what we got next. Unfinished drawing. Oh, my OC wanted some more. This is at a point in time where I was doing this thing where I'd make my line super thick near the like edges of it. I've stopped that mostly because, you know, it's just too much work. No, I mean, it's not too much work. It's just now it doesn't look as appealing as it used to. I mean, I still do it somewhat, but it's not as like apparent as this is. Honestly, this is an unfinished drawing. Honestly, if you ask me, it's really practice. Let's see what else we got. Oh, blank page. Blank page. Blank page. Hold on. Another blank page. Okay, this is something I did this. Oh, wait, hold on. It's folded. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, I seen like this like superhero thing on TikTok, and I decided to draw it. You know, and it came. I like it because it looks super good. This is recent. Like, this is recent, by the way. So, this, honestly, if you're wondering where my pen or inking steels is now, this is where it is now. This is because this is fairly recent. This was like a month ago. Yeah, I'd seen this like superhero on TikTok. I was like, oh, I gotta draw this. Looks pretty good. And I made it, and it looks amazing. Honestly, I'm gonna go. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna see what else we have next. All right, I think this was like 10th grade. This definitely wasn't 9th grade. It was 10th grade. I love this drawing. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I had a concept. I had an idea. I was like, and it was originally going to be a whole series where I like drew different characters, like in this type of format, in DBZ style. Since I was good at drawing DBZ, bro, I did Omni-Man, cause why not, bro? And it came out so good. The thing is, the only thing I hate is I did it on line paper. That's the only thing that I hate about this. You got Omni-Man, he's sitting up here, he's locked in. You got him in the pose where he's like got Mark all beat up. He's like, think, Mark, what will you have after 500 years? And there's this one specific frame where he's like got his hand cocked back and he's about to hit Mark again, bro. Like, you know, I had to lock in. Now, this isn't completely the DBZ art style. I added some of this is when my like style started to break through. Cause one thing about me is I like drawing like a really aggressive facial expressions, or really like facial expressions that really express the feeling that they're feeling. You get what I'm saying? You see what I did? You see? Okay. But basically, I had that. Yeah, I made him look like super angry, more realistic teeth and stuff. I was logged in when I did this, and you have the "Are you sure?" Because you know that was trending. You know, I got my little mini character right here. Got Viant chilling vanilla. That's my little OC. He was my, like, I would say my first OC. I'm gonna go ahead because I don't think he's in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, Viant was like an OC I made a long back when I was in my little FNF Friday Night Funkin' phase. I was trying to make a mod. And what I ended up doing is I made the little sprites. It was a long time ago. I didn't make it into a mod, but I ended up making the sprites. I don't know if I'm going to show this on this video. I might do it, I might not. But basically, he was originally supposed to be an FNF mod. He's just, honestly, he's just sitting chilling now. He has like no purpose right now. I mean, he's supposed to be in that little, like, my first comic that I was thinking about. Honestly, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all, is that was called Untitled, and the other one with the dude with the sword was called Divine Fall. But he was supposed to be Untitled. He was supposed to be like the secondary main character or something. I don't know. He plays a big part of the story. But let's see. Let's get past. Okay, so see, this is what I mean when I'm talking about Vegeta. I never finish his drawings, man. I'm gonna go ahead and explain what's going on here. One day, I was trying to find a reference on Pinterest. I'm in my art class, right? And I see this, what's it called, thing of Vegeta. And it's that one frame where he's tweaking out because Beer slaps Bulma. And he tweaks out. I'm like, I gotta redraw that. And people redrawing that because it's a crazy, like, expression. And I went crazy. And at that point, when I drew that right there, I was like, I gotta log in. I drew that Vegeta right here. But this is why I never posted it. At the time, I was still experiencing teeth. These two are around the same time. Like, they're probably weeks or days apart. I was still inexperienced with teeth, even though I've showed y'all, like, even back then, I was still pretty good when drawing, like, a realistic teeth. I was still inexperienced, and I didn't understand it, and that's what we got here, right here. We got this disaster. What is that? What is that? I mean, you had this Vegeta right here, and it was like, what is that? And honestly, it was amazing. I just messed up here, and I never posted it. Hey, bro, everything in the vault is coming to the light today. Well, not everything, but like 90% of the stuff that was probably gonna get posted. Everything that is in here was gonna get posted. I'm not even gonna lie, or has been posted. Let me tell you about something about this drawing. I like this drawing, but people were hating on it. Now, there was a point in time where people were just like, you know, the slideshows, the videos that people would just have the drawings. You've seen an example where it's Bardock and he looks stupid, like he doesn't look all locked in, like it looks like a 10-year-old or a 3-year-old drew it. But basically, I had did that type of video or slideshow thing with Invincible. What's his name? Sinister Mark, right? I did that with Sinister Mark, and this came out good. But yo, I don't know if they were just being if they were just joking around in the comments, or if they genuinely did not think it looked good. Cause, bro, I got like a lot of comments in that video. They're like hating on it. I'm like, dog, this, like, I know I'm not a bad artist. It looks pretty good. This is why I'm still like figuring out my style. This is when my style was coming together. This in the Omni-Man. I'm not gonna show the Vegeta because that's not really completely finished. This is when I was really starting to get my style together. Like, that's when I really was starting to get my style together. You could tell, you know. And I hadn't completely understood it yet, but this still looks amazing. I got a lot of hate, or so-called hate. I don't think it was hate. I think they were just messing around. I don't know. On TikTok. But I'm like, yo, why is everybody hating this drawing? I know I'm not tripping. This looks good. This is another one of my OC. Also, I should probably explain what's going on with the hair right here now. Long time ago, you know, I wanted to show hair, like light in the hair, without it looking bland. So I would do this, and I had a whole thing to it on how it works. And now looking back on it, it was pretty stupid. Like, it looks amazing and it looks good, but like the process, the way I had thought, I had used my brain to think that it works. I explained it to my friend once, and he was like, no, this makes sense. It makes sense. But like looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, what was I doing? Now I'm not saying that this does not look good. Like the hair looks amazing. Also, this thing that I used to do with like right where the hairline is, where and you've probably already seen it with the other little mini sketch if you were paying attention, where it's just all white here, and that makes sense because you gotta have a clean cut. You gotta have a line right there, and I would do that with a lot of my black characters or the main OC that I just kept drawing. And yeah, this looks pretty good. I really like this. Let's move on. Okay, I should explain this. I think you already know where this is going. This is my OC Invincible War type thing. Now, there was actually a dip in quality. This was also going to get posted. The reason it didn't get posted is because of this right here. I messed up on the eye and he looked super weird. But, also, the dip in quality. So, you might like, what dip in quality? Now, this looks pretty normal because I drew him before I drew him. This is actually an actual OC of mine. This is also another OC that I had before I made all of these up on the spot. But all of these three are made up on the spot. But, all of these three are original now. This is Viant. This is Viant's brother. He's logged in. I had a different pen at the time. So, it looks super detailed. But I lost that pen. So, I used, like, a normal freaking art pen. So, the lines aren't as, like, detailed. I mean, it's still detailed, but, like, if you really look, you can tell the difference between this and then this. Well, the thing is, you couldn't really tell between this because I had the same pencil when I was doing that. I lost that pen, not pencil, pen. I lost that pen and used another pen, yeah. But, like, this and this, like, you can, if you really look, you can tell the difference. But this was the final one I was going to do. What happened was I was locked in. I was trying to shade that to make it look dark, and I messed up, and it looked so weird. So, yeah. Honestly, you look really good. Okay, this is a recent drawing. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of disappointed in this drawing, not because it's kind of like the Gojo Sukuna incident, bro. Where Vegito, I was worried about Vegito messing up the eyes of Vegito, but what I ended up doing is messing up the eyes of Gogeta. Like, oh my god, bro. Like, it was so, like, this drawing looks so good. There's not a lot of shading in this. Like, I didn't do my little shading because I was looking at the reference image. I also this was also a collab with my friend. Like, he did the same thing, bro. And his looked pretty good. He did, like, red and blue. I think Gogeta was, Gogeta was red and Vegeta was blue. I don't remember, but, yeah. We had Vegito. Vegito looks amazing. But I had to mess up this man, Gogeta's eyes, and he looks cross-eyed. You know that one Homer Simpson meme? With the I don't watch a lot of Naruto. Like, I started watching Naruto, but anime got like the what's that freaking Crunchyroll just started banning all the freaking pirate sites. So I never got that far in the series, but that one Homer Simpson meme where his eyes are like the Uchiha, I think they're the Uchiha. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it kind of looks like that. And honestly, bro, I was locked in on Gogeta. You could tell, like, Vegito looks it doesn't look half baked. It looks amazing, but Gogeta looks amazing. But I messed up on the eyes, so it looks weird. But hey, it's still an amazing drawing. Also, the angel thing, I low-key forgot he had that like through like 90% of the drawing, so I just have put that there. Blank page. Yo, why do I have so many blank pages? Okay, this is a drawing. I was trying to work on my reflection type thing, right? And I did this skull drawing. I did this when I was trying to make myself like get out of art block, and I drew this. So looks really good, but the reflection thing just did not work. Honestly, I don't know. Y'all might see it, y'all might think it looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. I feel like I could do better. The because it's mostly supposed to be reflections, and it just does not look as smooth as I wanted it to. This is a really good drawing, though. Like, I really love this drawing, in my opinion. It was amazing because this was a struggle to get out art block, and I had won this. I had won the struggle. this is a long time ago. This is practice. I did it with my character. This is when I was still messing around with playing. I was drawing mine in different styles. Ooh, spoil. Hold on, I'm gonna take that out. Oh, whoa, I just realized. Oh, I'm spoiling a little bit too much. We get to that drawing, we get to that. We got Viant. You know, I drew him in different styles. I drew him. Now this specifically was a long time ago. This is still a long time ago, but that was more recent. That was before I became a pro artist right here, when I was drawing him in different styles. You got South Park. I don't know what style that is. Honestly, for some reason, when I was drawing, I've always been thinking about this drawing specifically, of the way I drew Viant. Actually, hold on. I think I can. No, hold on. You know, just ignore the drawings like you were the few drawings ago, right? All right. So, you got him. I honestly, bro, if I make merch, Viant's gonna look like that. I don't care, cause it looks so good. I don't know, cause I've never drawn. The thing about Viant, I've never drawn with eyes like this. I always draw dot eyes, but this specific pose and the way he looks, bro, that looks like a freaking mascot or something you would see on some freaking merch, or like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You may or may not know what I'm talking about. You may not catch my drift, and you know that's all good. We chilling in vanilla. But this is just practice. Hold on, is there anything in the back of this? No. Wait, no, there is. Okay. That was, you know, this was a long time ago. This is when Pizza Tower came out, and this is supposed to be Peppino. I didn't know how to draw Peppino. I was not really good at art at the time. They had the freaking duck. The duck, not from Pizza Tower. There's no duck from Pizza Tower that looks like this. Was actually supposed to be like a character that I was thinking about for a game. You know, I was trying to make a game once with this bunny character. Now he's not. I don't think I had the bunny character up here, but with basically the main character was a bunny character. You know, it's kind of like Sonic X game. I don't know. It was kind of like Sonic. Basically, you run super fast, but basically he had like these big ears, right? And then you could like switch forms, right? You could be on like his small feet, and you could be like dashing, but then you could turn and you could like run with his ears. I don't know. It was a really good concept. Honestly, I think I might use him for the upcoming pilot that I'm making. Well, episode 2 at least, not episode 1, because episode 1 is the storyboard and stuff is always done. I'm gonna actually show you all that later on. Believe it or not. If you believe it or not, I'm gonna show it to y'all later on when I'm done with this book. And that's like the final thing I'm gonna show you. Alright, let's get to this. This is recent. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that. This was when season 3 had got done. I seen people were doing this, and I wanted to hop on the trend. Now, and I did really good, bro. I did really good. The problem is I didn't want to finish it. I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't want to finish it. This is why I say do not post. Sometimes just leave things in the vault. Don't post all your stuff on TikTok. And the thing is, I posted this. It was a work in progress. I wasn't expecting this to get a lot of views. This blew the water. This got so many views. It demotivated me to continue on the drawing. First of all, I was scared. Like, in general, even if I hadn't, like, posted this, I was scared to finish this drawing. Because I didn't want to mess it up. Like, I didn't want to ink it or color it and then be messing it up, right? But the fact that I posted it on TikTok and it got so many views made it worse. Because it's like, okay, what about if I mess this up? Or even, what about if I make this the best thing I've ever made, right? But then it gets no views on TikTok, and that's why. Or, that's why I say, this is not just for TikTok, but for anything in general. Sometimes just make things for yourself, man. Don't make it to get views, don't make it to get followers, just make it for yourself. Because you have masterpieces that end up like this, and you're like, okay, if you know the problem, why don't you just do it now? Because honestly, it gets to a point, bro. If you're an artist, in my opinion, I think all artists can relate, right? If you're an artist and you have an unfinished drawing like this, right? 90% of the time, you're not finishing this, bro. Like, I want to finish this, but this is history, bro. We leave it at that. This is still a good drawing overall, and it's eye candy to me. And it is not even finished. That's the crazy part. Imagine what it would look like if I would have actually finished it. But this is also really recent. I wanted to say that again. You know, just because why not? All right, let's address the elephant in the room. Some of y'all I know some of y'all are gooning right now, seeing this. And I say stop. Why are you doing it? Walk in. Okay, this was a commission that I did for a person. I forgot the user and stuff, but honestly, I did a commission. Wait, hold on. Do I have the other one? No, this is the. Wait, hold on. You know, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be surprised. Okay, it's under here. Okay, basically, I was making concept art for a character. I was going, and someone asked me for a commission, right? And I did a commission for them. And 2 characters like this one. They gave me some like reference images and like, okay, yeah, do that. Boom. There's some stuff I did. This is also the second character they asked me to do. I don't think there's a back. There's nothing on the back. It's just a sketch that I was going to do. I didn't. But I didn't like how this turned out because this was originally I was going to submit, but I said no, I got locked in, and I did this. I forgot the names of these guys, but I got paid $50 for this. This is also pretty recent, by the way. Probably like a month ago or a few weeks ago. This was like in 10th grade. The thing is, this drawing looks amazing. I hate this drawing so much, and I'm going to tell y'all why. It's because of the background and the perspective. I'm still not good when it came to perspective. I was using a reference image. Mario and Luigi look amazing. Honestly, I'm kind of skeptical about Luigi because Luigi looks weird right here. You know, looks really weird. But you know, they got the fit on, bro. But you know, you got the background, you know, perspective. Like, what is this? What is this? What is like? This is cool and stuff. But like, what's going on in the background? You know, I like the drawing and I like Mario and Luigi how they're chilling in vanilla. But like, the background just, you know, messes things up. It just messes with me a lot. I wasn't experienced with backgrounds, and I was like, I have to draw a background because making Mario and Luigi and the thing just looks really weird. But honestly, even though I don't really like this drawing, this was an opportunity to learn and to lock in. And honestly, I'm glad I did this drawing. All right, let's see what we got next. Okay, we're getting good stuff. Okay. I don't know y'all like. All right, what are you excited about? This is like a random sketch that doesn't even look done, or like you gave up on it halfway. Let me tell you what this is. This is my main character on an actual. This is an OC, but this is actually a character that I'm actually making a pilot about. You know, I'm actually locked in to actually making a story about a character. His name is Vex. In the series is called Eternal, and it's currently in the making right now. I've been wanting to say that. I wanted to say that at the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to sound like I'm making a video, like the reintroduction video, just to promote my stuff. I'm gonna promote my stuff a little later because I don't get excited, but I'm gonna promote my stuff a little bit later. But he's the main character of Vex. Basically, his story is that he's basically like this human robot hybrid, right? And basically, this guy breaks him out this facility, because it's just like his best friend. You know, I'm not supposed to say that, but you know, it's his friend. Vex doesn't know that. His memory is completely wiped. His goal is to get out of there and figure out who he was before all this robotness, right? But that's all I'm gonna say about that series, because if I talk a little bit more, I'm gonna spoil the whole first episode. You know. Let's see what we have after this. Is it more? Okay. Oh no, this is just references stuff. This is for the series. This is one of the guards. This is what the guards are supposed to look like. I have a more better reference image for this. And this is the other character, Devin, in the series. His name is Devin. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what this is. The same thing, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all the difference. This is not. You're not gonna see this guy in the pilot. This is, I'm gonna only say this. This was like the antagonist of this series. This is supposed to be antagonist of the series, but his design got changed. This is his original design, and I changed it because I didn't like it because he looked really old. I wanted him to like. I want him to look like. I don't want him to look middle aged. I want him to look young, but I want him to look old at the same time. But I didn't want him to look this old. Like he looks 50 plus, bro. So you know, I changed his design. I don't think there's anything else. And this was made a little while back. I don't know. Honestly, well, everything is in random order, by the way. I just want to say this. Like, I didn't just take the paper and put, like, stuff in order for the way I want to describe it. Because, like, my finest and my peak art was at the beginning. So, you know, I didn't do this on purpose. But, basically, you know, what's called the series Divine Fall. That was the character for that series at the time I was drawing him. I might as well go ahead and tell you the inspirations: Kid Goku and Link from the Legend of Zelda. I wanted to say that. I didn't have to say that. That was useless information, but you know, I just had to say it, man. I just had to say it. Okay, I want to describe this. This is something that I don't think that is the full drawing in here. I don't know if the full drawing, the actual drawing is in here. This is a practice drawing. You might be like, why am I so? Why did I act like that when I seen it? Well, because the other drawing is a canceled drawing, and if it's in here, you're gonna see why. But this was the original sketch. I'm not gonna spoil too much because I want to finish the rest if it's actually in here. If it's not, then I guess you guys will never know. This is Vex. This is his design. This is Vex finalized design for that pilot that I was just talking about. And you might be like, why did you? Well, I mean, you probably won't be asking why did I draw it, because like, I mean, of course I'm supposed to draw stuff like this. This is my character that I'm making for a series. But there's a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on screen. Actually, it's best time to promote. I'm gonna put it on screen. 3, 2, 1. This. Actually, the link doesn't even. Oh my god, bro. What am I saying? The thing doesn't even work. I don't think the QR code works for it anymore. But I'm gonna still show it on screen. I made that for a promotion video on TikTok. They joined my indie animation series. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and promote my stuff right now and get it off. I'm gonna do it at the end too. Just giving y'all a little warning. But if you want to join my indie animation series, you can email me, or if I have a link to the Google form, you can copy the link or like and do the Google form thing. But basically, we got Vex. This was something I made for a promotional thing. I was going for a Y2K aesthetic, more like in the 2000s. I forgot. I think Y2K aesthetic. Now, let's go ahead and continue on. I feel like I didn't explain that too good. Okay, this was. I want to talk about this drawing. Now, this doesn't have a crazy history, but one day, I'm just in school. I'm in like my sports and event marketing class, and I just start drawing. Like, I just draw Goku. I don't remember what reference image I used. I don't even know if I used a reference image for this. I probably did. I probably didn't. I don't remember, because, I'm just like that now. But this is recent. This was this year, or last year, but this year, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I made this drawing just out of the blue, and honestly, at that point when I looked at it, my brain was like, I wish I inked it. But you want to know, in my opinion, this is how good of an artist I was at the time. At that time, I wasn't really down in the depths. Like, man, I'm not good at drawing like I used to be. I wasn't, or like, I can't draw anything as good anymore. Like, I was just drawing, and this is a random drawing. Originally, this was going to be like a little quick sketch, because I had nothing to do. I had finished my stuff, and I was just chilling in the class, and I was like, I gotta draw Goku. Yeah, it was supposed to be a quick sketch. I finished it, and I'm like, that looks amazing. Honestly, pretty good drawing. Let's see what we got. I actually am surprised this is in here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not. I'm never gonna have this opportunity. I'm probably gonna forget. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is. I was pitching an ideal to my friend, and I got a few sketches and the characters and what they look like. I think some more of it is in here. I don't know if I'm not gonna touch it because I gotta show y'all the other thing. The Goku thing is right under it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but y'all can't really see it that good. But honestly, this might become an actual thing, but it's gonna be only story points. I'm gonna tell y'all right now because I'm working on Eternal, and the thing is, this summer I might actually start script writing on this series. I need to talk with my friend because I do want to change some things. He gave me a good story. It's just when he was doing that, I was also thinking, and I gave him a good story too. And I'm gonna take his part of this. I'm gonna take his part, like, because I asked him. I was talking to him about some stuff, but I want to change some things because some things that he said I really agreed with, but some of them, like the last few parts, kind of threw me off a little bit. But I might start script writing this summer. I don't know. I don't know what I got going on, you know, stuff like that. Let me see. All right, let me tell y'all. Y'all seen the other Goku drawing? This was the unfinished version. This was supposed to be posted. Man, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm so disappointed about this. It was a wasted drawing. It genuinely was a wasted drawing. I poured my potential in it, right? Mainly, I feel like the reason I stopped this drawing is because something went on, and I had to stop drawing for a while. And then when I was actually free to draw, I didn't have the motivation anymore. And then when I looked at it, I was like, this does not look good. I made that sketch in class. I said I'm gonna redraw it to my best ability. I messed his eyes up. I messed the thing up. Tried to use the whiteout so you could see his teeth. It messed up. It's just, this doesn't look right, even though it's like in the sketch, in the reference image. Mind you, the reference image I had to like dive for. I had to go on YouTube. There's a specific part in Super where Goku turns like true UI, and he punches Jiren, and it's a specific frame. And I was like, originally I was trying to look for the like boards for that specific shot, so then I could see what they drew and what they did, but I couldn't find it, so I had to improvise. And honestly, bro, the one before that looks so better. That it really like demotivated me a lot. And this is recent, by the way. Honestly, that's the thing. And you could really see it was super scuffed. You could see the pencil right here. You could see all the stuff that I messed up. I really like the hair. I do really like the hair, but the hair also looks kind of scuffed, honestly. I gotta lock in, bro. I gotta do better. It's just this is like a major vaulted one. I think there's some more vaulted in here, like major vaulted ones in here. This was supposed to be Viant's brother Viant. I don't know what this was. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this Untitled, that other series with OC talk about that has my name. And this dog is gonna also be in Eternal, by the way. I had to say it, man. There's not really much I want to talk about here. It was just the height sizes. It doesn't make sense. But you're just gonna keep going. I was gonna post this. This is vaulted mainly because this wasn't because of like it was bad or anything. It was just because like I was planning on inking it, and I was making the Galaxian guy, and I was like, dog, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not about to do all that, and I just didn't do all that. This is pretty old. Not that old, actually. No. I take it back. I made it sound like this is like back when before I really locked in drawing. This is like 10th grade. Hold on. Like I was saying, this is like 10th grade. Honestly, pretty good drawing. Pretty amazing drawing. Like, it was, honestly, in my opinion, really good practice drawing. I genuinely like this. I wish I would have inked it, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't ink it, because look at Galaxian, bro. Look at it. Yo. Okay, let's continue. This was concept art for a game that never got made, or never got in production. And this were the enemies. Like, I never even set foot on the... There's no way. I didn't think this was in here. Oh, does that mean... Oh, that means the dog one's in here, too. This was for... Untitled. That... The lion, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good. But, like, the dog one is in here. Oh, my God. Ooh, y'all didn't see that. Oh, my God. Yo. Oh, my God. I just realized my other realistic drawings aren't in here. So, I guess y'all not going to be able to see those. Because I don't know where those are. But, this was Bruce Lee. I drew this in class. You could tell because the lines, bro. But, this is really good. Honestly, it kind of doesn't look like Bruce Lee. Like, Bruce Lee, the head is a little taller. But this is how I draw realism now. A lot of people, I know it's not, like, as smooth, but I like semi-realism, but I also like normal realism. The thing is, I gotta keep my shading technique, bro. You see my shading, most of my shading techniques, or, like, my more consistent drawings have a shading technique where it's just a line that goes down. Now, I've alter that a little bit, where some positions that, or like some like specific parts of the body where it's not. Hold on. Wait, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. No, I genuinely don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, that's a pretty good Bruce Lee drawing. I think I remember what I was saying. I was talking about my shading technique. I'm gonna go in depth real quick, like a little quick in depth thing. Basically, shading technique, lines, and they go down. Now, some parts of the body, it's not going to be straight lines. I've been trying to work on that, like the neck. Honestly, can't tell pencil. Pencil, you can't really tell, but pen, you would be able to really tell. Like, right? Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell with pencil. Because pencil is really easy to do, like, draw, in my opinion. Like, I don't have to specifically, like, truly lock in the shape with pencil, but, you know. It was pretty good, you know. Got my little initials, DJM. Let's see what we got next. This isn't the first. I was about to say this is the first Vex drawing. This is like the third. I would say this is the third Vex drawing that was actually made for Eternal. Again, I want to say this. This is actually being made. Hold on. Okay, basically, literally, the thing is, I like this drawing because it shows his neck. His neck has like robotic parts, but over time, I do kind of want to change that. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna change that over time. But the thing is that I'm just really excited about is the fact that it's being made right now as we speak. Now, production has slowed down tremendously. In fact, a lot of the animators that I had have not responded back, and a lot of stuff has not been going good right now with the pilot, but I am not giving up on this because this is as far as I've gotten ever with anything. Well, I wouldn't say anything. Well, no, anything. This is the furthest I have got, and I'm not gonna give up on it. Like, it's just a cool concept. I made it up. Next thing you know, I'm writing the script. Next thing you know, I'm doing the storyboards. Next thing you know, I got a whole production team. When did I get a production team? Okay, but you know, I got a little too excited there. But like, you know, I'm gonna say look forward to it, but at the same time, I don't want to get y'all hopes up because I know it's weird because I just said, you know, it's being made, but I'm just saying it's not coming out anytime soon. Don't get your hopes up, but at the same time, keep your hopes up. You know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this one, yeah, I was looking at this one because I was seeing the shoes. This is still when I was still inexperienced. I think this is the first time where I really got this really good. The hairline thing, like light thing, really good. Because the other drawings that look like that wasn't really good, but that one was amazing. I really like how this one turned out. You know, I got Willow sitting right here. You got my OC sitting right here. Anyway, next drawing. Okay, I want to talk about this. I was going to make another promotional thing with this drawing, and I know it kind of looks unfinished, but that was the style I was going for. I was going to make this into, like, promotional thing, but, you know, I just, like, as I was doing it, I was, like, on Canva, I was like, yo, how am I supposed to do it? I just could not figure out how to, like, make it look good, or like Y2, or like 2000. I wouldn't say Y2K because I was going. This one I wasn't going too much for Y2K. I was just going for like more like a 2000s poster ad advertisement type thing. It turned out good. I really like this drawing though. Even though I didn't finish like the promotional material for this, like this drawing this standalone drawing makes me happy. Like just looking at it, bro. Let's see what else we got. This I made this long. This was 10th grade. It wasn't too long. This was a Goku drawing I did of Goku, and where he had that hole in his body or his shoulder. From Piccolo. Was it a blast? I don't remember. I should remember this. I don't know why. I should remember this. I watched OG Dragon Ball. I don't remember. My memory is not clear. Let me be clear. I don't know. But, you know, I tried to put some more detail. I tried to, like, I was looking, like, where the ribcage was. I'm like, okay, that's kind of near the shoulder and the thing. So I tried to make the bones, you know. It's just, like, the blast had it, so it's like bones were, like, broken right there. But I never really finished this drawing. I think I was planning on inking this drawing. I did actually show this drawing isn't vaulted. I made a like edit video of this drawing specifically. Let's move on. Let's see. Also, I want to talk about something. Like, yo, okay, OG Dragon Ball, Goku's hair was kind of weird, but like, yo, his hair is like super weird here. And you could go, and I'm guessing you could go like see when Goku kind of looked like that. I don't know if this was in the manga or his hair looked like this. I know his hair looked like this, definitely looked like this in the manga, but I wonder in the actual like series when he does this specific pose. Does he do this specific pose in the anime? Even if he doesn't, like, does his hair look like that? I don't know. His hair did look really weird in OG Dragon Ball. Like, it looked normal, but like right here, especially as him as like a teenager or like going to like an adult type thing, because he was a teenager throughout the series. He just looked like a little kid, but like him going like right here to the like adulthood route, like, his hair looked really weird. I don't know. Like, let's keep going. This was, and I did this in art class. This was the donut thing, and this was like the examples and stuff. This came out really good. Actually, let me turn this around. Is that it? Oh my god. Oh, we're almost done. I do want to show y'all a few other things before we actually wrap this up, but we have donuts. Glazed donuts. I'm actually, since I showed you this, you know, I might as well show you the final product. But the final product isn't as amazing as this was because this was on a smaller scale. But, you know, the donut, I like how this glazed donut came out. The jelly donuts came out amazing. Dog, I don't know why, but I really was good with the jelly donuts. And I like this pink donut. I don't know what flavor, though. I like the bite. Ooh, y'all didn't see that. I like how you got bite in this, and you just have the goo, and it's coming down like this. You see, you could just see like all this stuff right here. You know, you got this glazed donut in the back. It's not amazing. It's not the best, but it's far back, so you don't really expect that much from something far back. All right, but that's it for that book. Now, originally this is where I would have ended the video, but I do want to show y'all a little bit more. I'll show y'all the storyboards for Eternal, storyboards for Eternal, and a few other things before that, like some art projects. Let me get those real quick. Okay, I'm gonna show you like the art projects that I've done for like art and stuff, and then I'm gonna show you the storyboards and the my other drawing book. I'm not gonna show you the complete other drawing book because there's not much in there except like the storyboards. Okay, literally, but I'm not about to go like look through it and scroll through it and just like show y'all specific stuff. I'm just gonna show y'all this, I'm gonna show you that, and that's it. Alright, so this is a Pepsi thing I did for class. I wanted to do like an old version of Pepsi, a more stylized version that looked really good. Honestly, I really love this. If you ask me, I really love doing painting. I'm gonna do like a little thing right here since the camera. No, you got the. Honestly, this is really came out really good. I like this drawing. This was really my first. I would say it's my first major drawing painting. Mind you, this was an art. Like I don't paint at home like that. So honestly, I think it came out really good. Honestly, if I painted way more, I'd just be a more happy man. Honestly, I should paint more. Honestly. Also, I forgot to tell you that donut only is pastels because the second one is a donut. Hold on, let me flip it around. I don't want to spoil, like, this time I can actually show y'all the drawings without spoiling it. Now, this was the complete donut project. You had the glazed donut. Hold on, I'm gonna just move the camera. You have this chocolate donut. It doesn't look as good as the other one, because I really had to, like, figure out what I wanted to, like, how to make this look right. And I just could not duplicate it like I did the first one. Probably because the first one was shorter. But it still looks good. You have this one. This is honestly, even though it's the first one that catches your eye kind of goes in a circle. Because it's like chocolate donut, whatever glazed donut this is. I think this is normal glazed donut. Normal glazed donut and then jelly donut. So it's like but you got the chocolate donut and you got the multiple stacked donuts. A normal glaze. I'm gonna say this is normal glaze too. I'm guessing I just did not finish the glaze. I think I just turned it in. I don't know. You got that, but the jelly donut, dog. I locked in with the jelly donuts. It's just something with the jelly. When I draw jelly donuts, bro, it's go in a flow state, bro. And also, did I say this was with pastel? I don't remember. Probably did, but dog, look at this. Like, y'all can't tell me that doesn't look good. Like, genuinely, jelly donuts really came out good. I really like the project. Oh, I just had to eat some food. Let's see what we got next. This was another project in art. It was a perspective grid thing. Neon perspective grid, like that 90s or 80s aesthetic. I don't remember. When I did that, like, meal thing. But it was something like that. I do like a human type character. And you got this other character with another story they're fighting. Hold on, I forgot this is really big. Honestly, it came out really good. I really like it. I never posted it. This is another vaulted. I think I just never took pictures of this. Or I did, and I just didn't want to post it because I guess, in my opinion, I didn't think it was my best work. Honestly, because I've always had this, like, feeling, or like this thing. I wanted to post my vaulted thing, like things I didn't post on TikTok to show the people. But again, I didn't think we'd get any views, and on top of that, it wasn't like I don't have any major followers. Except my friends, like, who know that I draw, but besides, I don't have any major followers on TikTok, so who's gonna be looking at that like that? You know what I'm saying? But for our last and final drawing, and it's upside down. Of course, it's upside down. Now, you know what? I should have, like, rearranged it, because, like, this is like a very weird note to leave the big projects on. I think this was the first project I did in art, and this was when the teacher wasn't here, and it was like this thing that a little color thing where you had the colors and things like that. I don't know, but I did this. It came out pretty good. I really liked it. I messed up on the eye. The eye looks really weird. But it looks pretty good, and it is decent. But now that I think about it, I wish I would have left it on with, like, something better, like the jelly donut one or the Pepsi one. Like, bro, why do I always start strong and end weak? I don't know. All right, let's get the final book. The final book. The no-name book. Where. Not where all things all started. You know, I might do another video of my older drawings. I may or may not, I don't know. It's the great book. It has nothing on it. You don't know what's inside of it. Let's see what's inside of it. Ooh, it's a Sakuna drawing that I never finished. Honestly, this is literally one of the drawings that I actually wanted to finish, because I stopped drawing it for some reason. And then one day I'm just, like, thinking, because I want to post something quick on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, that's Sakuna drawing. This is actually pretty recent. I know the art style looks really weird. Like, I say my stuff is consistent, and it was like, well, this one doesn't look as consistent as your other styles. And the reason I say that is because of the pen. I had this multi-thing pen. I know now this does sound really petty. Like, how are you blaming this on the pen? But, like, the lines are really skinny. I'm telling y'all why right now. It's because I was using a different pen. And I just never finished this. Honestly, I would have finished it. Wish I would have finished it. Because this looks really good. Honestly, the only thing that feels off is Sakuna's eyes, bro. Why does he look like that? I was trying to make it look like the cover art, and he just looks so weird. I don't know. I didn't stop this drawing because I got demotivated. I just randomly stopped it, bro. And then I wanted to do it. I just could not find it. And then I'm just cleaning up one day and I find it. Nah, I never finished. I might finish this. This might get finished. I don't know. I mean, probably not. Let's see what else we have. Oh, no, that was just the beginning. I guess I just put that in there. Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna explain why I didn't finish this. This is actually sad because I was gonna finish this. The reason this did not get finished is because I had a different pit. I had this what's those fancy pens? What they call them? I don't know, but it was like one of those like toes type of pens, and it ran out of ink. I was trying to buy ink for it, but then I realized like you can't really buy ink for something like this. So and I got it from like 5 and Below on top of that. And like if that doesn't convince you that, dude, I bought like a pen like that at 5 and Below, and now the ink is gone completely out of it. Like only way I could get it if I bought the same thing for $5, or what I tried to do is I tried to get something ink related and like refill the little thing, but that would just never work. Or it would work, but it would get it clogged and it would just be messed up permanently. So I just have, actually, hold on, I can show y'all. No, I cannot show y'all. I do not have the pen. Where did the pen go? Where did all my pens go? Oh, that's not good. Oh well. Okay, what do we have after this? Because I think we have a few other drawings. Oh yeah, and then the thing bled, and I just drew fine. You're like, what the frick, man? And this is where the actual brain. This is where I started to lock in. This is the wait, hold on, move it. Hold on. I gotta sit it down somehow. I want y'all to see the whole thing. Maybe I might need to take it up a little bit. Hold on. This is the only time I'm doing this. I should have did this for the drawings, but I didn't want to make it like too apparent that it was too high up. I want y'all to see the drawing in its full glory. Oh, this doesn't go up as much. You know what? Frick it. I'm gonna just leave it like it is. All right. You got the storyboards. I'm just gonna go through these quickly because I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I'm just gonna show you like half. Honestly, pretty good. I love doing the storyboard process, but I also didn't like it because it was getting repetitive. And I know you might ask why I do my storyboards traditionally. First of all, it's because I'm better at digital art. I don't have any digital art. It's just mostly digital animations, and I'm just genuinely just not good at drawing in digital art. So I did the storyboards on traditionally. No. Actually, that doesn't even make sense because like this is not even my best work. The other reason that I didn't do it is because of Flip-A-Clip. I was gonna do the storyboards on Flip-A-Clip, but I was like, if I do that, I would never get this done. No, like if I genuinely would have made this storyboard with Flip-A-Clip, I would have never got this done. Eternal would have never like been in production ever. Also, I did all these storyboards by myself. I tried to get my cousin to do one shot, which was just missing one shot of the thing, which I have to do, which I have not done yet, which is gonna take probably a little while. I'm later in production. I'll probably gonna finish it, but yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to show y'all all the whole thing because it just spoils it doesn't really spoil the story. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. Oh, look at the notes. Next shots are not in the script. Cut a few scenes. Someone already did it. Yeah, this is the one scene. I cut one scene because I had my cousin do it, and it was not like honestly, if I would have gave that to somebody, would have been confused and stuff. I thought he would be able to do it because storyboards, you don't gotta put like all the effort in the world in. You just gotta make it apparent of what the characters are doing. But the storyboard is just they didn't come out really good, so I didn't. You know, boom, boom, and boom. I think that's all I'm gonna show you here, because everything else. I know I just spoiled like half of my series, but again, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. But you know what? You know what? No, I said something. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. I drew in this. I don't remember what year. It was probably the year before last year. I drew this panel, and yeah, that's all I drew. I just had to show y'all this because it was sitting right there. This is what I drew. Boom. I got this. I only got this so I could practice coloring with colored pencil. You know, I don't color with colored pencils like that anymore. I color with my markers. And the only reason I can't use markers is because it would bleed through the thing. And you might be like, well, why don't you just take it off? Because this page is behind it. And even if I did, you know, I'd just be destroying it more. So, that's it. That's it. Make sure, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, turn on those notifications, you know. Please do it. I do truly want to, like, start YouTube. Like, really lock in YouTube. I really want to start a journey. So, when I post, if I ever get Eternal out, I have an audience. So I can actually do what I want to do. You know. And because if I just post Eternal and no one knows, then I'm just not going to get any traction. Because the goal with Eternal is I get the pilot out. And then we start a fundraiser or something. Maybe, I don't know. A fundraiser or something, right? Build up money to make episode 2, because episode 2 is going to be way greater than episode 1. I started some of the script for episode 2, but I haven't completely created a script for episode 2, mainly because we still got to stay on episode 1. Like, we're a quarter through episode 1, right? But in a lot of production, it's not going good. And the thing is, this summer, I was really trying to lock in with Eternal, but the people that I've gathered, most of them have lost interest. A lot of them have stayed through, and a lot of them have not stayed through. And now I got a lot of stuff that I have to deal with. So, with that being said, if you want to join Eternal, I just want to make this clear again. It is not paid for right now. The goal is to get episode 1 out, then start the GoFundMe or something, get a bunch of money, basically a budget. Then we can get into episode 2. And once we get that released, we're home free. So, if y'all really want to help me, you can look into Google form. Like and subscribe. Liking and subscribe in general will help me because I need to build up an audience. Thank you guys for watching this whole entire video. This video is like an hour long, and I have editing that I have to do to the video, so it's probably longer than that. And I will see you later. And that boy is out.